Matt's Garage here, and today I'm very excited. We're heading to pick up that 1980 Lincoln Versailles. I actually ended up coming up to the seller's $600 asking price. I just couldn't stop thinking about the car, even though it is kind of rusty. I decided it's worthy and I wanted it, so it's kind of cool and unique and oddball, and that's the kind of thing I'm after. So we're just in my mom's Avalon here, and we're heading to pick it up. So we'll hopefully get some nice videos of, I'm going to get my wife in Avalon here to film, and hopefully get some chase video, and Nash will be with me in Versailles, and he'll be filming us along the way as well. So we're just pulling in here at the Versailles, and if you notice, this guy has a lot of no trespassing signs. It's kind of hilarious to read them all. They have death threats and everything in them, and he actually does have a couple of guard dogs here he claims would do you damage if you tried to enter the property. There's one right there, and the other. They don't look too vicious, but apparently they can be protective, so. Move, dog. So we're just in the Versailles now, and we're just leaving the owner's place. Oh, that's why. I thought the transmission wasn't grabbing, but I think it was just the engine bagging out. It's not quite warmed up yet, and it's been sitting a while, so seems to be going okay now. Things are looking good so far. That might be the first problem. Oh no, the seat does go back. It's all the way back. Okay, transmission's definitely slipping. That's probably not good. See, hopefully it all clears up once we drive it a little bit. I really think the old guy was pretty honest, and he would have told me if there was a problem, but and I checked all the fluids before we left, and everything seemed good. There's no air conditioning, so we're windows down. It's pretty hot out today. So that is 105 kilometers an hour, about 70 miles an hour right there. Doesn't seem to have any issues now once we get it up to speed. I'm thinking just because it's sitting for so long. When I test drove it, the transmission grabbed fine, so. Okay, so we're just gonna pull over and check the transmission fluid. That's the responsible thing to do. And we'll just make sure it's topped up, because I did bring some transmission fluid and a funnel with me. And I'm just going to stop here because there's actually a cool thing that we can check out across the road in a minute here. So there we go, and I'll just leave it idling in park. Okay, so we're just checking the transmission fluid here on the Versailles. Looks like we got a little oil leak here too. That's what the smoke's from, but $600 cars are kind of like that in my experience. So yeah, it looks like we could add half a liter here, and I think that's what we'll do, just to make sure. I do have some ATF in the other car. can just get that. Okay, that should be good. It wasn't actually dead, it was only down to the add mark, so we're not going to check it. I know it will be good enough now. Okay, well, we got some more problems here. That is coolant. That is not good. I'm glad I pulled over when I did. Not even sure what's leaking yet. It looks like it's coming from the water pump. Crap. I don't think it's just a burst hose that I can cut the end off of and shorten or anything like that, unfortunately. Okay, so I have looked at it really good and I've established that the leak is coming right from there, the heater fitting going into the water pump. It's actually leaking around the metal fitting where it goes into the water pump. So long story short, I need a new water pump. And so here's my temporary solution to get home. The radiator's still almost full, it's not leaking that bad, and we do have coolant with us. And we're going to pick up more at a gas station, so I'm hoping I can run with the cap off, and with the reduced pressure it won't leak so bad. Okay, so here we got our running, and let's just pop underneath and see what we got. Nothing's dripping down now, so without the pressure, as soon as I loosened the rad cap really and took the pressure off, it stopped leaking. So we might be okay. So I just wanted to show this really cool ditch witch. It's in somebody's front yard, so I'm not gonna walk up to it, but it's pretty cool. Okay, well, we're back underway in Versailles here, and things are going good again. I'm not sure that the coolant's going to be the biggest issue, the coolant leak, now that I've relieved the pressure. I think we'll be just fine. The car drives pretty good. Seems to have a little slack in the steering on the highway, but I can sort little issues like that out. Seems to ride nice and smooth and everything like that. It is pretty nice to drive. I'm used to a town car, and this feels kind of like a miniature town car, so I like that. I can't believe how close I am to the headliner and stuff. Like it does feel pretty small, but it's kind of cool to be in a Lincoln that's small. So you've been here a while. I drove by earlier and you were here, and I said if he's still there on the way back, I'm going to see if he needs a hand. What do you need? Well, yeah, I've got the same problem. Well, we got our first breakdown out of the way here, and we had some good Samaritans stop and help us, and unfortunately there's another broken down individual here. I stopped to see if he needed some help, but unfortunately his car is even worse than mine. He's got a blown head gasket, so he's waiting on a tow truck, but we're going to continue on here. Okay, well, we're just we filled up here, and I'm just waiting for it to cool off. It's actually running good, it's just that I keep losing coolant. So I bought a bunch of water here at this gas station, and we're just going to give it a half hour to cool off before we hit the road again, and I'll top up the water. And hopefully we have enough water with us to get us all the way home. We've got about another 35 minutes to go here, so hopefully. Okay, well, we're back out on the highway after our fuel stop. We let the car cool down for about 30 minutes, and actually when I checked the radiator it was right up. So we're not losing as much now. It seems like maybe the leak has clogged up a little bit and slowed down, so that's a really good thing. We've got the cap on, so the radiator's pressured. It's pretty hot out today, and it was just overheating when I tried to loosen the cap. Other than that, I got the cruise control set, and it's running great. Engine hasn't missed a beat yet, and no, I'm pretty happy with it. Water pump's a pretty minor problem that I can fix easily when I get home, so it does look like we're gonna make it home. So okay, we're just checking things out here. As a precaution, everything seems to be going good. The hoses are solid, so I think the system's full, and I don't see it leaking at all now, so I think we're actually good. I really can't take the cap off, but I can feel the hoses rock hard, so I'm going to call it good. Okay, so we're just finishing up our trip in Versailles here. We're at my shop, and we made it safe. The leak actually stopped completely for the last half of the trip. And so I'm real happy about that. I'm actually really happy with the car. I'm really like how it drives. I mean, I've heard people say these aren't a real Lincoln, and yeah, they are a real Lincoln. I own 3 town cars, and this stacks up pretty good to a town car. Actually, it's pretty well just as comfortable to drive. It's just a smaller car, and the fit and finish and quality in here looks great to me, and it's got all the features a Lincoln should have. So I mean, people saying it's not a Lincoln, that's just ridiculous. It's an awesome Lincoln. I love it.